Hi guys, random thoughts, nothing in particular. I spend a lot of time on my own and I think a lot. And I'm interested in various topics. And yeah, some people, even scientists, say that the universe maybe doesn't even exist. It's all an illusion. Now, as I heard that, I was thinking about the double slit experiment. If you don't know what that is, Google it. I'm not sure if I can explain it correctly. Anyway, it's a plate with two vertical slits. Behind that, let's say a canvas. And they were shooting particles through those vertical slits. And whenever a particle hits the canvas, it leaves a mark. And as expected, they shot those particles to through the two slits, and on the canvas was shown a pattern of two vertical patterns. Now the fun part is, when the scientists left the room and shut down all the equipment for measuring, and they shot the particles through the slits, the canvas didn't show two columns, but, 12? Means the particles now, after passing the slits, they behaved like a wave. Crazy. And the conclusion of that, as long as you do not watch particles behave completely different than if you would watch them. Crazy. Now, if you dive deeper into quantum mechanics, absolutely hilarious. There's stuff like quantum entanglement. Means if you treat a particle here locally in a particular way, and the particle acts in a particular way, another particle even light years away acts exactly the same way. Or there is no real vacuum in space. Particles are popping in and out of existence permanently on their own. And particles can exist, let's say one and the same particle can exist at the same time in several locations. Now, some scientists say the universe contains only of one single particle, that it exists in countless different locations at the same time. Quantum mechanics are crazy. Now, I was thinking, is it maybe possible, back to the double slit experiment, is it possible that the universe only exists because we want it to exist? Because we look at it? And if we look away, it stops existing? Could it be? Like Schrödinger's cat. As long as you don't open the box, the cat is dead and alive at the same time. You just don't know. You just figure out when you open the box. Different topic. Climate. 3 days ago was a huge lump of snow on my window. Now I'm walking here, 16 degrees centigrade. Now, As always, there's people saying, oh, it's not the first time that we had 16 degrees in November. I know. I'm walking long enough on this planet. I've seen a lot of things, I know. But not snow and 16 degrees in 3 days. No, that's not normal. No, the weather globally getting more and more extreme. Floodings, like in Spain, or hurricanes, tornadoes in the US. Devastating stuff. Now, what they want you to believe, it's your fault. It's because you drive a car with a combustion engine, you go on holiday by plane, and you have a steak for dinner. Everything, all you do is bad for the climate. It's your fault. Now, what they don't talk about, and what they don't want that you talk about, is the emissions of the industry. They don't give a shit about that. Or the military. Let's say 500-meter aircraft carriers, bigger than a small city. Pointless wars in general. Oil drilling wells. Come on. It's your stake. And geoengineering. Meanwhile, almost every country has more or less voluntarily confessed that they actively practice geoengineering, weather manipulation. Think of the butterfly effect. You know, the wings of a butterfly can cause a hurricane on the other side of the globe. And you want to tell me that this massive interference in our weather doesn't have any impact on our climate? On one hand, they condemn me because I want to eat a steak, because the cow farts methane. On the other hand, they pump hundreds and thousands of tons of chemicals into the clouds, and that's okay. Whereas meanwhile, they're even able to shoot the clouds with lasers from the ground. This is getting out of hand. And in order for this project to work, we come to our next topic. Distraction. If they can make you think and fight about things like eating steaks, going on holiday, driving a car, fight. If you fight, you don't think about geoengineering. When you listen to people like Bill Gates, who wants to cover the sky in order to prevent from heating up, and on the other hand, you hear people from the World Economic Forum talking about the smart cities. And then you wonder why cities like Valencia, Malaga are destroyed by complete unusual flooding. How handy. We can build them up as a smart city. That's all distraction. They want to keep us busy with thinking about useless bullshit so that we don't think about the bigger picture and how they fuck us up. Now, whenever I hear some ridiculous news, I always ask myself, who tells me that? Why does he want me to know this at this specific point of time. What shall I be distracted from? And what does it change? Funny thing is, I don't know if you noticed that, but officials in the USA, from officials from, I don't know, CIA, FBI, NASA, whatever, they admitted that there are aliens on planet Earth. They have dead aliens in their living room, and the aliens are living in the ocean. It's ridiculous. It's a breathtaking news. And the funny part is, nobody gives a shit. Or the story with P. Diddy. Or before that, on Harvey Weinstein. Who cares? You know, maybe P. Diddy, he's a scapegoat. Do you think that all the politicians and movie stars and artists, that they ever get to jail? No, they don't. I don't give a shit about anything anymore. Everything is true and a lie. Everything is possible and impossible at the same time. Schrödinger's cat. Now, if anybody wants to tell me the universe is just an illusion, the earth is flat, and we are just, what, an ant farm of a sick kiddo from outer space? I'd believe it. Anyway, stay safe, stay healthy, stay tuned. Ciao, ciao.